I interrupt my Diddy coverage for perhaps the most shocking thing I've heard all month. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your number one source for everything It Ends With Us saga. Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, who's also my lawyer but has not influenced me or given me any information, has just submitted a bombshell game changer of a letter to the judge. As I've shared with you all, Team Baldoni has subpoenaed not just Taylor Swift, but also her lawyer and others that work at the law firm representing her. Swift has pushed back against her legal team's subpoena, and so has Khaleesi in her own mind and her husband. But Brian Friedman, Baldoni's attorney, says in this letter to the court that the subpoena is critical. And the reason for it is because the alleged extortionist of Justin Baldoni has, in a way, attempted to extort Taylor Swift. Friedman tells the judge the lively defendant's insistence that the subpoena seeks irrelevant information is wrong. The subpoena aims to obtain discovery relating to witness tampering and evidence spoliation. What? Specifically, the Wayfarer Party's counsel are informed and believe, based on information from a source who is highly likely to have reliable information, that Miss Lively requested that Taylor Swift delete their text messages. Okay. Would she... Wow. Like, my brain is literally exploding, and we're not done. Additionally, the letter filed today claims that Delulu's attorney, Michael Gottlieb of Wilkie Farr, counsel for the lively defendants, contacted a venerable attorney, that's the name of her law firm, who represents Miss Swift, and demanded that Miss Swift release a statement of support for Miss Lively, intimating that if Miss Swift refused to do so, private text messages of a personal nature in Miss Lively's possession would be released. Is that a threat or is that a threat? That's no intimation, that's a threat. We're not done. The Wayfarer Party's counsel are further informed and believe that a representative of Miss Swift addressed these inappropriate and apparently extortionist threats in at least one written communication transmitted to Mr. Gottlieb, her lawyer. It is those communications that the Wayfarer Parties seek to obtain by way of subpoena, lawfully, ethically, above board, unlike the Van Zam Sham lawsuit. It is those communications that the Wayfarer Parties seek to obtain by way of subpoena, as they would evidence an attempt to intimate and coerce a percipient witness in this litigation. Dong, dong, dong! My brain is exploding! And we're not done, there's more. As stated, the Wayfarer Parties are in active discussions with her law firm to determine how to proceed. Should those discussions prove unfruitful, the Wayfarer Parties will either oppose the motion to quash or withdraw the current subpoena in favor of an amended subpoena seeking only the communications in question. Respectfully submitted, Brian Friedman. Oh my God! Oh my God! So, This information requested is important on many fronts. Shows a pattern of extortion, shows illegal behavior of witness tampering. Delete those texts. Holy crapola! However, Team Pinocchio is fighting back. After Baldoni's attorney submitted this letter to the court today, their side released a statement. The aforementioned lawyer, Mike Gottlieb, who represents the dragonless actress, says, quote, "This is categorically false. We unequivocally deny all these so-called allegations, which are cowardly sourced to supposed anonymous sources and completely untethered from reality. This is what we have come to expect from the Wayfarer Party's lawyers, who appear to love nothing more than shooting first without any evidence and with no care for the people they are harming in the process. We will immediately file motions with the court to hold these attorneys accountable for their misconduct here." Okay. Additionally, Judge Lyman has ruled on their motion to compel Team Baldoni to reveal financial disclosures. It was both a win and a loss. The judge granted part of it, saying that Wayfarer have to reveal financial information to the lively parties, such as their net worths and assets. And that's because the Wayfarer parties are seeking substantial economic damages in this case from Lively's alleged tortious conduct. They're seeking $400 million. So the judge ruled that that is relevant. However, Judge Lyman added that the Lively parties are not entitled to receive the tax returns for the Baldoni parties, the Wayfarer parties. In his ruling, he said, due to the private nature of the sensitive information contained therein, and in part from the public interest in encouraging the filing by taxpayers of complete and accurate returns, courts have long been reluctant to order discovery of tax returns. So, it's a somewhat good day for them, but a really bad day because of the allegations being made about Taylor Swift. Meanwhile, Salma Hayek has taken a very public stance. The Mexican babe, who is on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, went for a very public outing with the Nepo baby and her actress older sister, Robin Lively. The three of them were spotted having dinner together, and some might argue that the paparazzi was tipped off about it. The Gossip Girl alum previously worked with Salma Hayek in the 2012 crime thriller Savages, and her husband also worked with her on 2017's The Hitman's Bodyguard and its 2021 sequel, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. So, Salma Hayek is firmly Team Lively Reynolds. But let's talk about this. Thoughts on what the Baldoni parties are alleging? Let's get into it in the comments section. And as soon as I'm done with this video, we'll get back to more Diddy, Cassie craziness. I'll see you there too.